So I have figured out the wiring, and we're about to do it real quick and get our project Mustang wired up correctly. I've been struggling with this wiring on this alternator ever since I got this car.
This is almost embarrassing. I don't know why I hadn't realized that that was a plug that I could remove and that the harness actually had a plug that would go there. I just assumed what was hooked up was correct, and I went straight to what is this green wire. Just have to remind you once again, this is my first project car, and I'm no electrical genius or genius of any sort.
So whenever I got the car, it already had the 3G alternator on it. They had a plug in here.
This plug comes with the 3G conversion, and it's actually just a replacement plug for your factory harness.
The white wire was connected up and plugged in like you're supposed to with this. The yellow wire, they just had a prong on the end and had it connected over here where the heavy alternator cable is coming out, going back to the battery.
Basically, if you hook the yellow up straight to power and you don't have the green wire hooked up, it can drain your battery. The green wire needs to be hooked up to some sort of keyed ignition power source. It's an exciter wire. It's exciting, right?
That left this green wire. I've been trying to figure out what in the world this green wire's for. Well, I finally figured out this plug that's in here is provided whenever you get the alternator. And it's merely a new plug because so many times the factory plugs are worn out. I've realized at the end of my headlight harness, I've got the plug for the alternator. My plug's fine. I don't need that new plug. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this plug off of the alternator here. So that's our big wire that we've already got run around over to the solenoid. All right, so there's that new plug that they send. We're basically not even going to use this plug. We'll just put that in inventory in case something ever does go wrong with the plug that's on the harness, but it looks like it's in pretty good shape. We'll clean it out with some contact cleaner. This plug we're just going to cut totally off, and then we need to attach another plug to the end of this white wire right here. These two wires we're going to end up putting little eyelets on. I'm going to go ahead and strip back this housing right here, get this off of here, because we'll go ahead and use some of our braided housing since it's actually going to go over here to the alternator, and we'll replace this plastic on this section here. All right, we got our little spread of tools over here we're going to use. We got our contact cleaner. We got our little eyelets there, some shrink tube, and then there's a little plug for the stator and the connector. Let's go ahead and get this worked out. This ain't gonna take but just a second. First of all, the battery's not connected. We wanna make sure the battery's not connected before you start doing any of this. Let's just go ahead and cut that. And we don't need this anymore. I'm gonna put a piece of shrink tube on each one of these first. And then we're gonna trim them back, get one of our eyelets, and then we're gonna crimp it. That was easier. All right. So that's a good bit of the work done right there already. I mean, it's just got to go, the plug goes there and then this goes right here. So it doesn't have to be like crazy long. Right there's plenty. Let's just do that. So I'm going to strip both of those back. So I'm going to get both of those together, give them a squeeze. Okay, it feels like it grabbed both of them. Oh, a little gun must be turned down. There we go. Ah, now we're getting some action. And just for a little extra assurance, if I can get this slid over it. All right, so that's gonna go there, and that'll go right there. All right, so we're ready to kind of loom this out. I think this is ready to go. We're gonna leave those kind of out to the side there. Tape it up to this other, keep it from walking down. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bust those out about right there. Kind of snip the one that goes under a little bit. That'll kind of give those a little bit of a space there. There again, take our friction tape, kind of go around there. And I'm just gonna finish off this end real quick. There's my connections for my alternator now. No longer do I have a mysterious green wire that I don't know what it goes to. Feels like the wire wants to, yeah. Sometimes you gotta figure out how the wire wants to lay. Our first plug on. We're in. There's our stator wire plugged in. And then we just gotta get that hooked up. Huh. Where'd it go? We'll get that there. Okay, I think I got it started. I wish I had like a little red cap to cover that up. That would be the best. All right. Then I can put a little wire control over here. Now what's wrong with that? That's a lot better, and I don't have a green wire hanging out there. All right, so anyway, there you have it. The situation I ran into where I was coming behind somebody else trying to figure things out, you know, had me probably more confused. But if you've run into this, or you're trying to figure out how your 3G alternator is supposed to be wired up, that's my suggestion right there. Come back to 9-Finger Wrenching for more mysterious mysteries solved. We'll see you later. Peace.